Oh wow, it's Mortal Kombat Annihilation from 1997. I've heard of this movie. I like the first one. Boy, I'm gonna enjoy this one. What the fuck? As you can see by the title of the video, this is a fucking rant. Fuck this movie! Alright. It's Dusty of Spiders here again. I'm back. And no, this is not a gameplay video. I want to do this. Okay. Let me just go ahead and get this off. The very first Mortal Kombat movie, as you see, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan. I got a Mortal Kombat poster right there. The first Mortal Kombat movie, I actually love. Some people hate it, some people like it. I actually loved it. I thought it's one of the better video game adaptation movies. It's certainly better than that piece of shit Street Fighter movie. And that god-awful Dragon Ball Z movie and all those other movies. But this is shit. This is shit for the birds. This looks like a cheap-ass movie that a fucking high schooler made. But no, it was directed by some random fuckhead who got money and frickin' put together this shit sheep. It looks so cheap. I'm looking at the picture right now on Netflix. I just sat through this fucking movie. How long is it? Hour 34-minute running time. It felt like fucking eternity. Unlike the first movie, where it actually follows the story of the game, this fucking movie takes the whole Mortal Kombat storyline and goes, fucks it all up. And what do we get? Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Or should I call Ass Annihilation? Because this movie is a piece of shit. Ugh! It's probably one of the worst films I have ever fucking seen. Oh. Alright, let's talk about this movie. Story of the movie. Liu Kang wins the tournament from the first movie. And in case you have not seen this movie, first of all, good fucking job for not watching this piece of shit of a shit heap of a show. This shit show of a movie. Okay, back on track. This movie came out in 1997, 2 years after the first one. So, the story is, Liu Kang wins the tournament from the first movie. And he comes back to Earthrealm. And apparently the rules, this is kind of like the second game. It sprinkles some elements of the second game story into this movie. So, Shao Kahn, played by, I don't know what the fuck his name is. I don't really fucking care. Oh, the guy who played Shao Kahn in this movie. Oh my god. I will get to the acting here in just a minute. So, Shao Kahn and his fuck buddies. Okay, let's be serious. See, there's Rain, who's in the movie for a short time. Motaro. Who is it? Shiva? Shiva's in the movie? Yeah. And Sindel, who, by the way, is hot as fuck in this movie. She's Katana's mother, right? But she looks like a fucking MILF in this movie. She's hot as fuck. So, he comes in, he breaks the rules, and he's taking over the world. Annihilation's gonna happen in 6 days or something. His acting is so fucking stupid. The earth was created in 6 days, and mankind will rest in peace. Oh my fucking god. Oh, the acting in this movie sucks. It's fucking horrible. Oh my god, I have so much to talk about this movie. That's basically your story. So Liu Kang's got to find a way to stop Shao Kahn. My god, this movie is an hour and, what the fuck, hour and 34 minutes. This movie fucking sucks. It sucks. First of all, here's some things I like. The theme song is awesome, as always. The Mortal Kombat theme song that plays in the intro of the movie. And it's not in the credits scene, obviously. It's some shitty techno song. But the Mortal Kombat theme is good. Scorpion Scorpion and Sub-Zero return in this movie. I'll get to that here in a few minutes. The guy Raiden, who played Raiden, it's not Christopher Lambert, who did a 10 times better job than this guy. But he was okay as Raiden. But I didn't like the way they handled Raiden. I'll talk about that here. Is that it? Oh yeah, Sindel being fucking hot. That's it. The cons outweigh the pro in this shit heap of a movie. Now we're gonna get into the shit house now. Problem number one, they changed the fucking story. They changed the fucking story. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. At the end of the movie, close to the end of the climax, they reveal that Shao Kahn is Raiden's brother. What in fuck is that? They were never related, not even close. And then Shinnok, who looks like shit in this movie, he doesn't even look like Shinnok, he looks like a fuckface. He's her father. Shinnok, it's in the game story, he's a former elder god who got sent to the Netherrealm by Raiden. But in this fucking movie, he's his daddy. Good old Pappy Shinnok. My god, what? It wasn't Paul Anderson, W.S. Anderson, who did this movie. It was I don't even know who. John R. Leonetti. What the fuck is he thinking? Did he play the game? Because I'm pretty sure Paul W.S. Anderson actually knew what Mortal Kombat was. Did he know what Mortal Kombat was? I don't think so. I think he's just I think he thought it was going to be another generic martial arts movie. What's this fucking movie is? It just got the name Mortal Kombat and characters in it. That's it. And they look like shit. Jax looks like fuck. His arms look fake as fuck. The Smoke and Cyrax look like fucking Happy Meal toys. Fuck. And freaking Sub-Zero takes off his mask again. Oh, I'm just going all over the place. But that's what this movie is. That's all this movie is. That's all this movie is. Alright. So, the story is handled terrible. Raiden dies at the end. And then, in the ending, he becomes Fujin, basically. Because he becomes the god of wind after he's resurrected by the other gods. After he gets killed by Shao Kahn. And I've already forgotten this movie. I just watched this. Movie. They need to take this fucking movie off Netflix. Why was this movie released in theaters? It bombed. Why was this released in theaters? This looks like a straight-to-DVD video. Straight-to-DVD movie. My God, I can't stop looking at the screen. Because it looks like shit. And it was shit. Sonya is not played by Bridget Wilson. Played by some other skank who can't act. Johnny Cage dies at the beginning, 5 minutes in. And he's not even played by the same guy. He's played by some different actor. And he gets fucking killed. By ShitCon. And what else fucked up? This whole idea of every time a Shao Kahn ally dies, some fucking dragon pops out of the back. When was that in the game? That was never in the game. Is that the entertainment the evil? I don't know. It's like Dr. Evil. Was that their way of detecting? Oh, they're evil. No shit, Sherlock. They're from Outworld. Okay. So basically, that's what fucked up. Problem number 2. The fucking CG in this movie is some of the worst CG or special effects, whatever the hell they were using, some of the worst ever. Ever. I sound like Chris Jericho, I know. Oh my god, the CG in this movie is fucking terrible. The CG where Jax and Sonya is walking through the fort, walking through this fucking desert, and she just got done kicking Melina's ass. And this fucking CG looking monster just pops out of the ground. It looks like a fucking sock puppet. And Jax, he's beating this shit out of a green screen, basically. And it looks terrible. Shiva, Motaro looks like shit. The arms on Jax looks like shit. The costume designs look like shit. Like I was talking about with Cyrus and Smoke. They look like Happy Meal toys come to life in a martial arts movie. And oh my god, the choreography of these... I'll get to that in a minute, I'm sorry. But, and the cherry on top of the shit sundae of this fucking movie's effects, and I put that in air quotes because I don't even know if this was effects, was when Liu Kang fights Shao Kahn, which I'm glad they stuck to that, is when, okay, so here's what happened. So, in the middle of the movie, Liu Kang's walking through the desert, and he meets Nightwolf. I don't know why he's in this movie. That's another problem I'll get to. And he says you have to unleash your animality. And Shao Kahn's got him in this hole, and Liu Kang gets freaking Hulk mode and turns to a shitty looking dragon. Which I'm glad that they tried to stick to Liu Kang's awesome epic fatality of turning into a dragon, but it looks like fucking shit. And then Shao Kahn turns to a 3-headed fucking dragon. Oh my god, these were some of the worst CG effects. Oh my god. No wonder this movie gets 2 stars on Netflix. It deserves lower. God damn, this movie sucks. Oh my god. And the CG effects were shit. The lightning effects look like a laser show. Look like a really shitty laser show. The backdrops were shitty. Baraka, who made an appearance in this, he looked like some rubber mat. It looked like he went to the Halloween store, threw on a fucking Halloween rubber mask, had fucking plastic looking things come out of his arms looking like the blades, and he looks like fucking, ugh, it looks like shit. And then some of the ninjas in this movie look like shit. It looked like they just threw on random clothes and a hood, and it looks like a fucking, oh man. But that was a big problem. Problem number 3, too many characters come into the movie for like 2 minutes and they're never seen again. Case in point, Rain. He's in the movie for like 5 minutes. And then Shao Kahn just knocks him into a fire pit. Baraka, he's in the movie for like 2.5 minutes. Shiva, she dies quickly. And the Cabal and Stryker are mentioned, but they never show up in this fucking movie. Who else? Nightwolf was in it for like 3 minutes. Scorpion, why was he in this movie? What was the point of bringing him back if he was just going to disappear? Same thing with Sub-Zero and Smoke. Why was Sub-Zero and Scorpion's fight, which was probably the best fight of this entire movie because it actually looked good, decent. Why were they in the movie? I don't get it. Why were they even brought back for this piece of shit movie? Oh, that was a big issue for me. Where are we? Okay, another problem. This movie's fight choreography. The fight scenes look like shit. Half of them look like they're bouncing around a fucking trampoline factory. It's just, sometimes you can see the strings that's pulling them when they do their little flippity flippity flippity. What the hell are they doing? Gymnastics, or are they gonna fight? And then the punches look fake. All the moves look fake. I'm not even sure if they're trained martial artists. They look like shit. The Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight is probably the only decent fight in this movie. And I've seen better special effects. To go back on the special effects, I've seen better effects in a low-budget movie. Probably a lower budget than this piece of shit. I've seen better than that. Oh my god. I don't know what else. The ending. Stupid. Shinnok freaking turning into a Rubik's Cube, basically. And then the Elder Gods telling Liu Kang and Shao Kahn to fight. And then it was a short fight. And then he... Yeah. Shitty fucking movie. Oh, this is a shitty movie. Raiden. The way they handled Raiden. He didn't do much in this movie. And he cut his fucking hair. He looked like a Billy Idol looking motherfucker. Even when he came back, looked like shit. And he's no Christopher Lambert. Christopher Lambert did a 10 times better job. The acting in this movie is so fucking stupid. One of the worst lines in this movie, one of the worst lines I ever heard, was the line where at the beginning of the movie where Sindel